You've heard it a million times, right? Just be yourself. It's supposed to be the best advice ever. But what if it's actually terrible advice? Today, we're going to explore an idea that completely flips that common wisdom on its head.
Yeah, you heard that right. This whole explainer is built around this one really provocative idea that being yourself is basically a system designed for people who are already naturally outgoing. For everyone else, especially introverts, it can feel like you're being told to show up to a party completely empty-handed.
So, if just be yourself isn't the magic answer, then what is? The alternative isn't about being fake. Not at all. It's about being intentional. It's about being an architect.
Okay, so first, let's really break down why this piece of advice so often just falls flat. The problem isn't with being authentic. The problem is that the advice itself is so vague, it's almost useless. And this slide just lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? The promise of be yourself is this beautiful idea of effortless connection. But the reality? Well, for a lot of us, it's just confusing. It's kind of like being told to just be interesting with zero instructions. It naturally gives a huge advantage to people who already find being social super easy.
So this brings us to the absolute core idea here. What if we stopped trying to find our personality, and instead we started to build it? This is a massive shift in how we think about ourselves. This is what the source material calls a constructed persona. And again, this is not about putting on a fake mask. It's about being deliberate. It's about choosing to grow specific, interesting parts of who you already are. So instead of just presenting this undefined self, you're presenting a version of you that has these clear, memorable hooks that people can actually grab onto.
And I just love this phrasing. This is the mindset change right here. Stop thinking of yourself as some kind of explorer trying to discover a personality that's already hidden somewhere. Instead, see yourself as an architect. You've got the raw materials, all your curiosities, your interests, and you have the power to build them into something totally unique and memorable. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do we actually do it? Let's get into the practical, step-by-step of how you turn this idea into a real action plan.
And you know what? The process is surprisingly simple. First, find something that genuinely fascinates you. And bonus points if it's a little bit weird. It could be the secret life of mushrooms, the history of classic video games, anything. Second, just learn a little more about it than the average person. You don't need a PhD here. You just need to be the person in the room who knows a bit about that one thing. And finally, you just let that interest become part of how you connect with people. It becomes your memorable trait.
And all of this leads us to the ultimate payoff. The goal isn't to be someone else, it's to be a more memorable version of yourself. Let's look at a really quick before and after.
So here's the classic introduction. It's perfectly polite, of course, but let's be honest, it's completely forgettable. There's nothing for the other person to latch onto, no little conversational hook. You're just another name in a sea of names.
Now look at the difference. Same person, just one tiny detail added. It's quirky, it's specific, and it's instantly memorable. It's a built-in conversation starter. You're not just Alex anymore. You're the fork person, or the person who can name every star in the sky, or the one who bakes sourdough from a 100-year-old starter. That specific interest becomes this powerful tool for connection. So that really leaves us with a final thought. Being yourself might be easy advice for some, but for the rest of us, becoming the architect of our own persona might just be the real key to genuine connection. It's about taking what's already inside you, your curiosity, and building it into something unforgettable. So the only question left is, what will you build yours on?